Good morning and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Whew, man. Actually, hold on. Let me get one thing ready. Right. These are dark times. There's no denying. Our world has perhaps faced no greater threat than it does today. But I say this to all of you. I, ever your servant, will continue to do what I do and repel all that makes you not feel. Okay, if you can't tell, I'm trying to diminish. Every year, whenever we get a really big snowfall, like we're doing like now, I always do the Minister of Magic from Harry Potter speech, the one he did in Deathly Hallows Part 1. So yeah, we got snow. And I'm not entirely sure how to feel about this. I mean, listen, it's late November. It was going to happen anyway, actually. Let me move this way just a little bit. There you go. It was going to happen eventually. So that doesn't necessarily bother me. What does bother me is, right now it's coming down and it's only sticking a little bit. For the most part, it should be okay to drive. But when I go see my parents later, I'm definitely going to need to plan ahead as to when I actually go. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. So I guess for the sake of those who really weren't looking forward to snow, yeah, that's my low for today, is that we got snow right now. However, for the people who actually were looking forward to snow, my high is, we got snow today. Yay! As well as come on. It's Thanksgiving. However, it's only a happy Thanksgiving when the Cowboys win. I'll be making my picks later, don't worry. And my act of kindness was helping get dinner ready yesterday. We just had leftovers. I just had leftovers with my folks, no big deal. And I also went to see Blue-Eyed Soul for a little bit of Illegal. That's another part of my high. Blue-Eyed Soul's such a good band. They're really good. So I have NFL picks to make. In fact, I will be making them right now, but there's another thing I really want to talk about today. So, alright. Excuse me. So it's tradition on Thanksgiving that the Lions and the Cowboys play. And in the last decade or so, there's always a Thursday night game. So that said, we have the Bears and the Lions, the Giants and the Cowboys, and the Dolphins and the Packers. Well, I mean, listen, the Lions have been on fire lately. Of course, I'm going to pick the Lions. My Cowboys got a big win the other day, and they're definitely a better team than the Giants, so I'll pick the Cowboys. And honestly, the Packers are looking more and more complete by the week. So yeah, I'm definitely going with Green Bay. So yeah, those are my picks. I got Detroit Lions, Dallas Cowboys, and the Green Bay Packers. All win today. Now, that seems like a rather short video, doesn't it? Now there's more to talk about. So, if you've been paying attention lately, over the course of this year, after Akira Toriyama died, I decided to sort of renew my Arc Thought series by talking about Dragon Ball. If you recall, last month, obviously I do the Arc Thoughts once a month. If you recall, last month, I did the Buu Saga, as well as, GT. Now, originally, the Buu Saga was when Dragon Ball was supposed to end. That is the original definitive ending of Dragon Ball. And then came a little thing called Dragon Ball Evolution. Yeah, every now and again we get live action movies based off of cartoons, and none of them are any good whatsoever. Like, none of them are good whatsoever. And Dragon Ball Evolution is no exception. So, rather than risk having the legacy of his work be tarnished by a really bad live action movie, Akira Toriyama decided to continue the story. And he did so in a way that no one ever would have expected. I mean, Goku defeated Majin Buu for the sake of saving the universe. What's bigger than that? Well, how about literal gods? Yep, I'm talking about Battle of Gods. Technically, yes, it was originally a movie, but when Dragon Ball Super came out, they adapted Battle of Gods into part of the series, so it's a season. So you know what? Battle of Gods arc, here we go. So, one thing I never really do enough when I ever talk about Dragon Ball is how very good the world building is. Not quite as good as, say, One Piece, for instance, but whenever you learn something, like, it really is interesting. And obviously, the fact that gods exist was already very interesting in itself. But also that obviously there are gods for different purposes. Specifically, creation, which is who Shin, the Supreme Kai, is, as well as destruction. And thus we get to the main antagonist of the film. I say antagonist, not villain. Because, and King Kai explained this as he was talking to Goku, creation and destruction are a natural process. That's literally the order of the universe. Obviously, for everything that's created, something needs to be destroyed and vice versa. It's a cycle. So, when Beerus yes, Beerus will destroy things. Yeah, Beerus the Destroyer, that's who the main villain is. Now, yes, Beerus will destroy things on a whim, but he at least understands that, yes, there is, a process of give and take. And apparently, throughout the entirety of Dragon Ball, he was asleep for 39 years. Now, actually, fun fact, it was apparently Beerus that sealed Elder Kai into the Z-Sword. That's pretty funny. So with that in mind, Beerus wakes up, and he heard of the prophecy referring a Super Saiyan God. Now, this was brought up because obviously because believe it or not, it was Beerus that actually ordered Frieza to destroy Planet Vegeta, which ultimately led to where we are at this point in the series. Again, world building is very interesting, and lore, it's cool. I want to make sure I do this right. When Beerus heard that Frieza was defeated, he needed to know who defeated him. Obviously, it was Goku. And between the fact that someone was actually able to destroy Frieza and the prophecy of a Super Saiyan God existing, why not? And here's the thing. Personally, you're better off watching the movie Battle of Gods rather than the series on Dragon Ball Super. But that's just me. And a lot of things in this arc, or movie, I'm going to refer to it as an arc, because for all intents and purposes, yeah, it's a movie, but it's also an arc. There really were a lot of elements from the old show that were back. Like, not Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball as a whole. Like, Emperor Pilaf came back. Crazy, right? Apparently he used the Dragon Balls to wish him and his two lackeys into, younger kids. There was a lot of elements from the old show that were back. Like, not Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball as a whole. Like, Emperor Pilaf came back. Crazy, right? Apparently he used the Dragon Balls to wish him and his two lackeys into, younger kids. There was a lot of elements from the old show that were back. Like, not Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball as a whole. Like, Emperor Pilaf came back. Crazy, right? Apparently he used the Dragon Balls to wish him and his two lackeys into, younger kids. And honestly, two of my favorite moments in this whole series, and they both have to do with our two leading guys, Goku and Vegeta. I mean, listen, just about everyone remembers, what Vegeta does in the movie. If you don't know, after Beerus defeated Goku, with just 2 blows, by the way. Seriously, Beerus literally did, flick Goku on the forehead, and then, tapped him on the shoulder, and that knocked him out. And Goku went Super Saiyan 3 and everything. And so Vegeta, with Beerus on planet Earth, he needs to do everything he can to keep him calm and under control. And if you see the extended cut of Battle of Gods, there's literally a moment where Vegeta hears Beerus' voice. Beerus is like, Prince Vegeta. It's, stuff like that. He says, alas, the energy with which you draw your strength has no effect on deities like myself. And Vegeta's looking everywhere. He's flying around, going crazy. Krillin's like, I always knew he'd go nuts eventually. He looks at Beerus. He's like, I'll say this. There are characters in fiction where, if they're on your side, you know you have a chance. Like Goku and Vegeta in Dragon Ball, or Luffy in One Piece, or Optimus Prime in Transformers. The odds are against us, but we got that guy. And naturally, if any of them ever get worried or scared, we as the audience feel that way as well. So to see Vegeta freak out when he first sees Beerus, it shook me to my very core. Which made it all the better later in the movie when Beerus hits Bulma and then Vegeta just loses his mind. That's my Bulma! And in that brief moment, he was stronger than Goku. But then Goku eventually returns, and so they bring about the process of a Super Saiyan God, which, in order to create a Super Saiyan God, there needs to be 5 Saiyans with righteous hearts must pool all of their energy into another. Now, obviously there's a few things to interpret here. 5 Saiyans with righteous hearts must pool their energy into another. So you need 6 Saiyans. And also, righteous hearts, not pure. Because, listen, this is actually a really good lesson that this movie, that this arc brings about is, there really is no such thing as pure or perfect. And you know what? As Optimus Prime even said, all sentient beings have the capacity for change. I know I just made a Transformers reference, but again, it works here as well. And Vegeta himself really has come a long way in terms of being a good guy. He has. I mean, that's why a lot of people gravitate toward Vegeta so much, even now. Because of literally every character in the series, he's gone through the greatest change. In the best possible way, too, because he's on our side, which is awesome. So, I mentioned that there are 2 moments in the film, or in the arc, that I like the most. And obviously when Vegeta goes, that's my Bulma! That's the first one. Although, pretty much anything Vegeta does is awesome in this movie, so... By the way, I wouldn't say Vegeta is my favorite character, but they really did him justice in this movie. My favorite moment in the film is Goku attains Super Saiyan God after the whole ceremony of 5 Saiyans with righteous hearts, also having revealed that Videl, Gohan's wife, is pregnant with their quarter Saiyan child. So, again, that's 5. Which, honestly, was a very beautiful moment. And honestly, I wonder if they gave Videl something to do. Videl, unfortunately, with a lot of really great action, a lot of battle manga and story, some characters sometimes just don't get enough attention they deserve. And I'm glad they really gave Videl something to do. Yes, technically she had to get pregnant, which involved something else. But we got to that moment. It was awesome. But Goku attains Super Saiyan God. He's fighting Beerus. It's a pretty good fight so far. And during the fight, Goku and Beerus have a conversation where Beerus mentions something about how Saiyans aren't very prideful. And then Goku's like, you're wrong about Saiyans. Vegeta's always been obsessed about his pride. It's the only thing that keeps him going, pretty much. He didn't actually say it like that, but I paraphrased. And I forgot to say during the arc, Vegeta quite literally did like a dance, the bingo song, if you remember that. And basically he made a fool of himself doing that, which Beerus pointed out. To which Goku says, yeah, he did. It was a bitter pill to swallow, but he did it anyway. Because he knew the stakes. And then, obviously, Beerus is the thing, well, I still haven't revealed my full power in this fight. Oh, really? That makes sense. Goku's like, I only go 80% myself. And then things start really picking up. Goku loses the Super Saiyan God aura. And then Beerus starts using Blast. You didn't tell me you're using Blast now. Seriously, I really could quote like the last half of this movie. This is no game, you're fighting to live. It was so cool. And then like the cave is crashing in around him. Rocks are piling up. And then my favorite line of the whole movie and my favorite moment, scene in the movie is like, I will destroy my world. And then Goku like transforms Super Saiyan. He flies out like, shoo. Oh my god, it was so cool. I still get chills every time I think of it. And in the background, the song Hero by the band Flow, which is a great song, by the way. You've got to look it up. Like, it's playing in the background, and the fight really picks up, and Goku gives Beerus a good old Kamehameha, and it's not enough. Which leads to the big twist of the movie that a lot of people were half expecting. Goku doesn't win. So, it looks like Beerus is going to destroy the Earth now, right? Well, what he does is he just shoots a ki blast at a rock. There, he destroyed Earth. A little bit of Earth. That's all he did. Also, throughout the movie, Beerus was eating Earth food, which, let's be honest, Earth has pretty awesome food. So, he's not going to destroy planet Earth. In fact, it opens the way for Goku and Vegeta to train and become stronger. Which is, what happened. I mean, I don't really know what to say. Battle of Gods is awesome. Like, if you see the movie, give it a watch. It's a lot of fun. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, this needs to be required viewing if it isn't already. If you want to listen to some good, seriously, like, as soon as I heard the song Flow by Hero, obviously I can't play it right now due to copyright, but seriously, if you need a good song to work out to, give that song a listen. Seriously, like, no kidding, I probably listened to that song over the last, gosh, it's gotta be like 11 years since I first heard that song. I've heard that song hundreds of times. Whether I was working out or even when I'm driving in the car. It's just a great song. And then again, Flow is a great band. Hero. Alright, the band's name is Flow, spelled Flow. And the song Hero, exactly what you would spell Hero. I love this arc. I loved everything about it. And the fact that it opened its way for more possibilities in the future just got me more excited. And what would come next was actually something I was looking forward to for many, many years. But we gotta wait until December to talk about it. I hope you like this video. If you'd like to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow on social media. As always, I'm here to help me in this video. For all of you guys watching Joe video, hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Or a wonderful Thursday, and have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And remember, if anything you guys want to talk to, always be here to lend you, always be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.